Hello, runners. Hope all of you are doing well. Oh my God, good to be back. Good to be back home after a bit of travel. In my case, it was almost a month I was out. And good to be back home. And thank you all for such lovely appreciation for myself as well as our RHWB Tokyo Runners group. It was a fascinating week and we followed it up. Some of us followed up with a week in Japan just touring around. And what a beautiful country! And really recommend all of you to check out such destination marathon experience. It's a whole world out there. It's a different, as I said, running is just one portion of it. There's a lot more to it. And if you do it as a group, especially an RHWB group, then you have it all. So thank you. Thank you again. It was a good experience. Happy to finish my 12th full marathon, my fourth major. Looking forward to, continuing this journey. So here you are, guys. End of MESO 3 and the beginning of rest week. What a humongous achievement. Congratulations. It's not easy to do anything for 3 MESOs, that's 9 weeks plus 2 warm-up weeks. So that means 11 consecutive weeks of training. When is the last time you focused on 11 consecutive weeks on anything? So when you do that, you always do well. And that's how you are. And that's where we are right now. 5K runners, congratulations for completing your season, 11-week season. This is fantastic. And I hope you saw the webinar. If you had attended it, great. If you had not, please take a look at the recordings that were shared. For you to think about completing your race. For those of you already completed, congratulations, guys. I know it'll be the first time for you. What an achievement. Well done. So where we are in the season right now, we are at a very critical phase of the season, what I call it, the hockey stick phase of the season. That means you can think about it as a bit of a dip and then a hockey stick goes up like that, right? So that's where we are. So we have always designed this rest week, except for those who are in the high mileage program for full marathon. Everyone gets a 1 week of rest. The idea behind that, it is something very RHWB flavor. It's something that we have done it right from beginning. If you remember, we started off with kids. So we want to make sure that the kids get something, have something to look forward to as they go through this 9, 10, 11 weeks, which is 1 week of doing nothing and rest. So it's like almost getting a holiday or a vacation. That's how it started. But then we expanded that thought process and it worked well for all our other runners as well. Because, as you go through this journey, there is always, a small gap between your running and your body's ability to recover fully for the next run. Even when you follow the FIT framework and everything to the T, there is always a little bit of a residual stress that remains in your body. It hasn't yet recovered 100%. Or in other words, there are some fibers, there are cells, bones, cartilages. There is some small micro failures, micro seizures that is not yet fully mended before you get to the next run. So what happens is this residual this residual stress in your system because of your training slowly accumulates, and it reaches a certain amount. And this rest week is a beautiful opportunity for your body to sort of just mend itself, completely mend itself, get stronger, physically as well as mentally, because in mentally as well, the biggest challenge for a mental strength is the monotony. Now, when you keep doing it again and again, the same thing, mind gets bored and there is a monotony. And once the mind gets bored, it loses some of its mental strength, which drives you every day to do the run. And so a 1 week gap also does wonders for your mental strength. It refreshes you, it refreshes you. So that's why rest week is part of the training program. And I want all of you to follow the training program to the T, which most of you do that very well, which is just do nothing. Rest week is doing nothing. No strength, no running. Maybe you can do some swimming or some walking and CrossFit kind of workouts, but just give the body rest, give your mind a rest. And from past experiences, I can tell you 2 things you will see. One is you will suddenly realize the amount of extra time you have with yourself, because you have spent a good 8, 9, 10 hours a week on this training. So suddenly 8, 9, 10 hours is freedom. That's one feeling you get. I'm saying, like, what do I do with that? So that's a great thing. The second thing you will experience is doing nothing is really hard, because now that you've experienced a systematic structured training program, your body wants it. Body wants the daily dose of runner's high. And a couple of days of not doing anything, all kinds of tremors happens. You feel that, am I going to lose all the stamina that I built? Am I, I just have to get the run. I feel I'm not doing anything. Without the runner's high, you feel, some people even get a little depressed. So all of those things are normal, but fight it as you fight with other elements of the training program and execute it. Take rest. I'm telling you, it'll be good for you when you come back. Now, it's also during the rest week. We use this rest week from our RHWB sort of program standpoint to do other things. The first thing is we will do a midweek State of the Union webinar. This is when all of us come together and we look back at the journey thus far, what all things have happened, and sort of summarize the things that has happened, and then set ourselves for the journey going forward, which is from now to the finish line of the season and the start line of your race, which is the April 20th. What needs to happen there and beyond? This is something we discuss, and it's always a very exciting time for us to come together and have some mutual fun. So please make sure you join us. It's going to be next weekend. We'll send out a message for it. Most likely it's going to be Saturday evening around 9 p.m. EST. So we'll send more information. That's when we'll also launch the race day registration for our RHWB race day. And this time we're having one in Texas and also one in New Jersey. The New Jersey one is on the 20th, which is a Saturday. Just looking at the calendar. Yeah, it's a Saturday. And the Texas one is on the 14th of April. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to be there. It's going to be fun. So those of you in and around the Dallas region, please do come there. It might be a shorter trip, and it's the first time you're doing that. I can't wait to see all of you. And then, of course, our season finale, which is on the 20th which is a Saturday. I'm looking forward to sort of doing the season 11 race day finale with all of you. So that's the rest week. So you have this State of the Union week. You take a lot of rest. You go through or catch up on the messages, some podcasts that I've just launched recently, especially the one that Sonali Ortika did with parents. Oh, that was a fascinating podcast. You got to look at it. If there are other messages you missed, a good time to catch up on all of that. And also, this week, we are also doing a mid-season party, an RHWB party, of course. Those who are not in and around the tri-state New Jersey area, it might, you might have to travel to it if you can, nothing like it. But all are welcome. It's not just for runners, it's runners and their family. It's a gala affair. It's going to be on the Sunday. It's between 6 o'clock to 10:30, max 11. I know some of you might ask, why Sunday, why not Saturday? We could not work the logistics out. So Saturday evening, we'll do the SOU. Sunday evening, we'll do the mid-season party. It's always a lot of fun to have party with runners, and the energy is intense. You should come in, enjoy, and also we're going to launch the RHWB Film In Pursuit. I hope you all saw the trailer that was launched today. It's something I'm really looking forward to, checking your reactions and seeing how you like it. It's about the magical stories that has been scripted in RHWB thus far, just throwing light on few stories and some light on the history of RHWB. So it's going to be a fun, it's a 40-minute professionally produced and directed by our own runner and director, Swati Raghuram. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to coming there. Please book your tickets. I understand only few tickets are remaining. We have max capacity of 150. So it's for you and families. Come on in, join the fun, and let's party together. Food, movie launch, watch party, drinks, and then DJ. Our DJ Parth will be there. Dance. What else you want? It's a $50 value. We are subsidizing it. RHWB takes $25 out of it. It's just a $25 per person. It's a no-brainer. It's all winter. We've been inside. Let's come together and sort of network and see each other. So that was that. Feedback. We launched the feedback survey. It's very, very, very important for us to hear from you. Every season we launch this once. It gives us the net promoter score. It gives us where we do well across multiple facets by different programs, by different coaches, different qualitative and quantitative elements of the program. We really want to hear from you folks. That is how we take it seriously. We try to act on it. And each and everything that you like right now is because of feedback we received in the past. So please take less than 5 minutes of your time. The links have been shared in the Coach Corner as well as in your final search. Less than 5 minutes, Thursday, end of day, we close the survey. So would love for you to sort of take a few minutes and give us the gift of your feedback. And then yoga classes. I hope you have seen the group yoga classes, a complimentary 6 yoga classes we are launching next weekend onwards. And it's a very special thing, folks. As I said, those of you who saw my marathon experience, I was suffering with back pain, and the yoga 1 or 2 classes before that supremely helped me in sort of releasing those, taut muscles, maybe even a little bit of alignment on the nerves in the backbone. All of that helped, and I was able to manage it and did okay in the marathon. So I want you all to first, those of you skeptical who do not know what is yoga, which was me just 2 months ago, this is for you. This is not a substitute for one-on-one, because yoga is very specific to you. Group classes doesn't really work, but I want it something is better than nothing. And we have a focus, a Suryathon, 100 plus Surya Namaskars that we will do together. Again, it's not easy, but we'll try our best to do as much as we can. If those of you can do 30 is better than 0. And we will do the 6 classes in a structured way together, 1 hour every Saturday. Do that together, and then we finish it there. It will fundamentally improve your flexibility and mobility, and thereby you will be a better runner next season as well. So it's a great thing. So you should at least sign up. Free classes, so sign up for it. Something very special we have managed to give for our RHWB runners. Okay, so that was that. And then I talked about the SOU. I talked about the New Jersey party and the rest week. So one of the things I want you all to do on the rest week is see if you can get a good massage, a full body massage. Maybe 2 massages is also good. Many of the runners have done that. It really helps. A good full body massage. It's a tender, loving care for your body. It's needed. I did it after my marathon. It was fantastic. I'm going to do it again. It just sort of releases the knots, essentially, that is formed. So unless you take care of some basics like this, you can't just abuse your body. You can't keep on doing it. Something will give at some point. So you got to sort of think through this. It's a science and an art, I've always told you. So give yourself a good massage. Find a good massage parlor right next to you. If you are able to get it with some massage oils, and full body is good, especially focusing on the legs and the hips region. That's where all the stresses will accumulate. So make that happen, and you'll come back refreshed for our SOU. And for those of you in the tri-state area for the New Jersey party, let's make that work. We'll launch the movie. Those of you cannot attend the party, we will eventually launch the movie on YouTube and share it with all of you. So let's do all of that this week and rest up. And going forward, what you're going to see after the rest week is the peak mesocycle, which is the 3 weeks of large, high volume training. And if just for context, the total distance that you will run in the peak mesocycle of 3 weeks is almost 30% of your entire training program. Or in other words, that's the amount of run you're going to do 3 weeks from now. So this rest week is a great way for you to rest up, like the hockey stick I was telling you, before it starts going up. And those of you are wondering, man, can I do that much volume? Yes, you can. That's why you're here. That's why you're here to the rest week. Your training is here. Trust your training. We all have gone through it. I haven't seen anyone who could not do a peak mesocycle after coming to the rest week. Okay, so let's do that. Enjoy your rest week. Congratulations for coming this far. And let's keep this rolling. And thank you all for all the amazing wishes you have done. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.